In a world built on convenience, entire generations have forgotten the importance of being prepared. Yet a single pocket holds the assurance and the ability to overcome many of life's challenges. A flashlight that cuts through the darkness, a blade that turns chaos into control, and a multi-tool that turns problems into solutions. These are not just tools, they're possibilities, carried not out of fear, but out of respect for the unknown that awaits us. Being prepared isn't paranoia, it's about executing when the moment arises. Being ready isn't an expectation of trouble, it's about overcoming the obstacle in our path. So we carry what matters, because even in the smallest and simplest EDC tools, we find strength and solutions and self-sufficiency. They're not for show, they're for those that confidently seize the day with purpose. What's up, fishy friends? Welcome Tim's School of Fish, and class is in session. Sometimes I am a minimalist, and then sometimes I carry way too much, more than I need, because I'm a believer in redundancy, where 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So I kind of go back and forth between carrying the absolute minimum and carrying way too much. But one thing that I've really grown to love and be quite fond of over the last year or so is what you might call mini EDC or micro EDC. Small little flashlights, keychain flashlights, miniature multi-tools, small little keychain pry bars, and even small folding knives and slip joint knives. And so today I want to take a look at a small flashlight from Rovyvon. This is the Rovyvon Aurora A8 4th generation. But before we take a look at this Rovyvon Aurora A8 today, full disclosure, Rovyvon sent this out to me to review, but you guys know you are going to get my honest opinion of this flashlight. Spoiler, it's freaking awesome. I will link it down below if you want to go check it out and pick one up for yourself. But before we take a look at this today, I want to apologize to Rovyvon. You guys, my regular viewers and subscribers, already know this. My daughter has been very sick. She got sick at the end of May. We were in the hospital for almost 2 months, and half of that time we were 6 hours from home. So I fell way behind. I've had this flashlight from Rovyvon for probably 3 months now. So Rovyvon, I appreciate you guys sending this out to me. I apologize for the delay in reviewing it, but we're going to take a look at it today. So without further ado, let's get this camera turned around and take a closer look.
Hey man, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button. While you're at it, go ahead and subscribe. It sure does help the channel. We sure do appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much, man.
All right, so the Rovyvon Aurora A8 Generation 4, it's going to come in this little hard case here, which I think is a nice touch. You're going to get your instruction manual, which is not really needed. This is super intuitive, super easy to use, but the instructions are well written, easy to read. You're going to get your flashlight, obviously. You're going to get a magnetic clip. You've also got a magnetic base on here that is removable. You're going to get 2 different size key rings, and you're going to get an extra silicone charging port cover, which is a nice touch. All right, so our flashlight here measures 2.5 inches from head to tail. Perfect size for your keychain. Fits right into your pocket and disappears. You don't even know it's there. It's not so big as to be obtrusive. Like I said, we've got this magnetic end cap here, which pops off. You can snap it right off of there or snap it right back on there. I prefer to just leave it on. I love a magnetic base on an EDC flashlight. I think that's really great because you can attach this to the refrigerator underneath the hood of your car or whatever and use it as a work light. The clip here, you can really attach it any direction that you want, and it's got little grooves on the side of the body so the clip stays put. The clip is also magnetic, so lots of ways to attach this to your gear or whatever you're working on. You can use that as a pocket clip, or you can spin it around the other direction from what I have it here and use this as a headlamp. Now, one of the things they've done between the third generation and the fourth is to make this button bigger. Really nice. I'm glad that they did that. One cool feature here is that it has a pulse. You can just tap it. So it's got a pulse mode, which is perfect for self-defense. You know, I've seen a lot of self-defense experts that say if you don't carry anything else, the one self-defense tool that you should have on you at all times is a flashlight. Hold this when you're walking, wherever you're walking, boom, and trust me, that is going to give you enough time for fight or flight, whichever you choose to do. So to turn it on, it's a double click and then a single click through the modes. So we've got moonlight mode, which is half a lumen. Another single click takes us to low. That's 25 lumens. Another single click medium is 200 lumens. Another click takes us to high, which is 650 lumens. Single click takes us back to moonlight mode. Double click is going to take us directly from moonlight mode to high. So triple click is going to activate the side light. We've got a UV light there. Now I tell you what I use this for. I grow tomatoes, and there's these things called tomato hornworms, and those dudes are absolute masters of camouflage. You cannot see them, but they glow under a UV light, and so they're easy to spot, and that's actually what I use this for. Single click is going to take us to a red light. Another single click is going to take us to a slow beacon. One more single click to a strobe mode. And one more single click takes us back to UV mode. If we quadruple click, it's going to take us to a little warm side light here, which I think is perfect for reading. You've got low and high on that side light there, and a long press to turn it off. So an absolute ton of fantastic functions on this tiny little flashlight. The button here is super responsive. I really like that they have this pulse. I think that's great for self-defense. I absolutely love these little micro flashlights. These are perfect for when you know, this time of year, it's dark by the time you get home from work, and you might need it to be able to get the key in the lock to your house. These things are perfect for if you're working on your knife and you drop one of those little T6 screws on the ground. Perfect for something like that. It's perfect for finding something under the seat of the truck or the car. These little flashlights just come in super handy, and if you attach it to your keychain, you don't have to worry about dropping a larger EDC flashlight in your pocket in the morning. It's just there all the time. I keep one on my keychain and I use it all the time. You'd be surprised how often you need just a little bit of extra light. But I will tell you, this is more than just a little bit of extra light. This bad boy is bright enough to use as your primary flashlight for anything. Let's go outside. Let's take a look at this in the dark, and then come back in and I'll give you my final thoughts. There is moonlight. Low. Medium. And high. Pretty freaking bright for a tiny little keychain light. I am super impressed. UV. There is the red beacon. Also pretty bright. There's the red strobe, the emergency strobe, amber side light, back to high one more time. So there you go, boys and girls. That is the Rovyvon Aurora A8 Generation 4 keychain flashlight. I absolutely love it. I appreciate Rovyvon sending this out to me for review. Again, I apologize that it took me so long. I will link it down below if you want to go pick one up for yourself. I highly recommend it. Awesome keychain flashlight. Awesome everyday carry flashlight. I can't recommend this one highly enough. Don't forget I'm doing 3 giveaways in November. I've got the September giveaway that's up right now. I will pin it to the end screen. Make sure you go and enter that. As always, I appreciate you for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know if you've got this one or if you've got anything from Rovyvon. Let me know what you think about these little keychain flashlights. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Just click my logo right over there. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish. Boys and girls, class dismissed.